Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Boundary, where we are joined by the White Ferns wicketkeeper batter who is making her international debut against Bangladesh, Jess MacFadyen. I just wanted to ask, you have waited a long time to play for the national side. What will it mean to eventually make your debut?
I'm just absolutely stoked. Yeah, super grateful for the opportunity, and it's been a little bit of a wait. It'll definitely be worth it, and just really stoked to be able to an opportunity to get out there. Really.
As I said before, you have waited a long time. What has helped your resolve in this duration?
I've been extremely well supported, both by New Zealand Cricket and Wellington, my domestic team, the coaching, the coaches, the support structure. Everyone's been super supportive. Kind of, helped me not give up on my goals, kind of thing. And my family and friends have always just been like, "You're nearly there, mate. Just keep. You're okay. Like, it doesn't matter how long it takes you. Just have your goals."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were part of the Commonwealth Games squad, and how was the experience? How was winning the medal? How was standing on the podium?
Oh, it was so cool. It was just an absolute awesome experience to be a part of a wider team. That was really cool. First and foremost, to be a part of a squad in the very first cricket team. To play over there, T20 stuff, it was cool, and the atmosphere, the excitement, the being able to go see other events. It was such a cool experience, and it was very. I felt very privileged.
You said in one of the interviews that international cricket is a massive step up from domestic cricket. Has your batting approach changed while you were in the national camp?
Yes, and I think obviously my role in the Wellingtons will be slightly different to my domestic team. I get to open the batting in the domestic team, and I wouldn't be doing that at international level. So it's just kind of tap other aspects of batting, and the coaching staff has been so supportive. And
you trained alongside Katie Martin. She had a long career. Did you pick any drills from her?
Yeah, absolutely. Maddie was awesome. Super supportive and very, very smart cricketer. She drills, things to kind of sharpen up on, but also just her preparation and her knowledge. She's extremely experienced and knowledgeable, and so anytime that we were looking at drills, specifically tactical aspects in terms of angles and that kind of thing, it was pretty cool to have experience and share some time learning from her.
I was saying you might have a chance to play at Wellington with family and friends around. How are you looking forward to that experience?
I'm really excited for that potential opportunity. My family and friends and the Cricket Wellington as a whole have supported me for so long, and have been every day. So to be able to walk out there in front of everyone and hopefully have them there in support, it'll probably be something that I'll cherish for a very long time if it comes to fruition. But I'm really looking at that one.
Okay, I heard you played hockey and softball in your formative years. Can you take us through that?
Yeah, sure. I played softball growing up when I was, till I was about maybe. But yeah, growing up, my number one sport was hockey. My dad played, and he was a coach for a time, which was it was a really cool experience actually. And then I went overseas to university in the States to play hockey on a hockey scholarship for a university over there. And it was a really, really cool experience. I'm very, very fortunate, and would trade it for the world kind of thing. And then home, just jumped straight back into cricket, really. Cool. Yeah, very lucky.
I read in an interview that you had a chance conversation, I think in that college, which led you to pursuing hockey. It was with some professor, I guess.
Yeah. I literally in a corridor one day, I was speaking to a friend about how I kind of wanted to go to university overseas, play sport, kind of go down that scholarship route. And my teacher walked past and was like, "Oh, Jessie, I did the same. Wake Forest University, played tennis. I'll come have a chat and we'll get in touch with the university." And literally that's how it happened.
I also heard that you followed a very strong work ethic during your hockey days. How significant is it today in cricket? How does it help you?
Yeah, it has a really good foundation for just trying to get better, the 1%ers, to make sure that when I do step out there, I'm completely pushing the boundaries. The environment over in the States was it was really tough. We trained a lot and we were pushed really hard, but that was the way you did it. And it was just kind of what I needed to get out of training. Yeah, it's a cool experience. I think it's definitely led me to have, I guess, a good work ethic training regime, I guess you'd call it, back here with when playing cricket.
And did you and Sophie played hockey together?
Yeah, we did. When we were very young. Yeah, we're both. Yeah, it's very funny now looking back on it, especially looking at some of the old photos. That's another world. But yeah, it's really cool now, being able to be in this. Pretty sure I was in with her when I was about 7 years old. So now being it's nice to have that connection. And she's an incredible athlete, incredible leader, and anytime you can spend learning from her and having a laugh, it was really cool. So.
Yeah, that was supposed to be my next question, as in what influence does Sophie have on you?
She's really fantastic. As a captain and a leader, she really sets a standard of training, recovery, preparation, and she just gives she just cares. Real nice to have that. She's such a champion, or basically a legend in the sport. So knowing she's so down to earth as well was really cool.
We'll talk about your future goals. It will be New Zealand's last series before the T20 World Cup. Have you set any specific goals that you want to accomplish in that regard?
Obviously, I'd love to be in that T20 squad, the World Cup. I think I said it once before. It wasn't a goal. I really want to, put my name forward to get that opportunity, and work as hard as I can, and we'll see what happens from there. But at this point in time, it's one game at a time, and hopefully my first game. So yeah, I don't look too far ahead. Because you get caught up in that. But at the moment it's just focusing basically on Friday night.
Women's IPL is also happening. Have you followed the developments of women's IPL? Would you like to play in the same?
Absolutely. The opportunities for women cricketers are so cool. The development in the sport, the opportunities, the play, the experience to be had. It's fantastic. It's in such a growth mindset place, and I'd love to be a part of it. I think any cricket player would not turn that down at the moment.
So yeah, that would be a very cool experience.
And which team would you like to play for?
Oh, anyone who'd have me. Basically, yeah.
That's a nice answer.